Hello there, commanders, and welcome to another To The War Arena news update. As you can see on your screens, on June 10th we'll have an update from version 4.17 to 4.18. It will happen right at the beginning of Chinese Prime Time for some reason, which, well, for Europeans it is in the morning, for Americans it is in the middle of the night. And now let's get onto the patch notes themselves. We have To The War Arena version update log version 4.18, and Atelier reads, new content, Chinese war elephants. Yep. When I first heard of it, I was like, wait, what? Are you serious? But okay, it is sort of understandable. Elephants are one of the most broken unit types in the game. Broken in the overpowered sense. And now they are premium for China, which does not have elephants normally at all. And looking, for example, at the Roman premium units, we know what can happen if a faction that is not supposed to have a certain unit type does get that certain unit type in premium, and then they have commanders that synergize way too well with those. Looking at, for example, Triarii and other spearman units, or looking at war dogs that are no longer the case but were in wargaming, or moving gladiators, who are also likely no longer the case but also were the case in wargaming. And looking at the Carthage premium elephants that are better than their tech tree counterparts. Yeah, that's a yikes. Well, we'll see. Okay, 2. User experience and learning system update. New recruitment task. Just one? Maybe translation. The first user experience improvement, a learning system improvement. Free problem fix, as in bug fix. Again, just one? Not fixes? Maybe again, just translation. Anyway, let's scroll down. New content, Chinese war elephant of the bi-nationality, tier 5. Okay. It's kinda weird painted white. Bamboo. Whatever. See it in a basket like that. These white elephants have been tamed by people. They obeyed orders to charge at scattered enemy forces, trampling on enemies who were not running fast enough or stupefied on the spot. They have thick skin and thick flesh, and they are even more powerful after wearing armor, just like indestructible mobile There's an indestructible mobile fortress? Because I see just a few bamboo shoots? Not the bamboo shoot. What is it? I forgot the word for it. Never mind, it's just biology. Sorry, it's just bamboo trees or grass, whatever it classifies as, tied together. Yeah, I wouldn't call it an indestructible mobile fortress, but yeah, sure. Arms, as in probably unitype. War elephant. Faction China, obviously. Name, bi-nationality war elephant. Very cool. Level 5. Skills, stomping and piercing. So stomping, obviously that's stomp, and piercing, what could that be? It could be trample, as in charge, but for me it sounds more like a strike ability. Maybe it's a completely new ability, or just poorly translated an ability that already exists on Carthaginian elephants, and I just wouldn't know. Worst case scenario, it would be Gore. Gore, if you don't know, is a tier 7 Carthaginian premium elephant unique ability that no other tech tree elephant has. Although at tier 9 and 10 with ability swapping, I think you can have it. I'm not 100% sure, I would need to go and check. You guys can do it as well. Either way, on tier 7 that is a unique ability. And that ability is a strike, essentially granting you another hit that ignores your attack speed. So it is the equivalent of focus fire for elephants. You just get one additional strike, as archers get one additional volley if they have focus fire. Which means that in an elephant duel, which is very important to all elephant players, if there are enemy elephant players in the game, winning or losing the elephant duel in a pure 1v1 really changes the tides of the battle. And a gore is pretty much instant win. So if they have this as well, I would classify them as pay to win, definitely. It depends on whether or not they have the strike ability. If they do not have a strike ability, like Gore or any other, then it can be fine. But if they do, it's a big oof. Another issue are the commanders, obviously. China has 7 commanders, and none of them have elephant abilities. As in, under none of them it is said that war elephants can use it. Obviously, there is no point in doing so because China previously didn't have war elephants. So if we were to go by that, only abilities that elephants could use are those that can be used by all units regardless of their unit type. So for example, few base abilities, I think all of them are usable by all. What else? Is God of War usable by all, or does it have... Yeah, I think God of War is usable by all. Well, I don't know, I need to go into the game and see. But I wouldn't expect that to be the case. I would expect for new tooltips to be added. So abilities that, I don't know, for example, Green Dragon Strike, right? It can obviously be only used... Well, okay, it says it can only be used by melee infantry, but actually it can be used by cavalry as well. So fix that CF already, goddammit. And I would just expect those abilities to be extended to elephants. Well, Green Dragon Strike maybe not, but other abilities like Dongzhuo's Blade Breaker or his Reign of Terror. I don't know if Reign of Terror is usable by all or not. But yeah, they can be extended onto elephants essentially. So it's too early to talk about commander combos with elephants until we see them in action. Until we can, well, not in action, but until the update hits the game and we can actually see what commanders can use what abilities on elephants. So yeah, for now it is too early to say. And there we go, Ancient Elephant tier 8. Okay, looks nothing like anything in particular, looks like an elephant. Description. Recruiting elephants to fight is not easy, but it's still buy the bullet and use it. Yeah, they definitely did have buy the bullet phrase back in ancient China. Elephants naturally have advantages in size and strength. Whoever encounters them, the most important thing is to escape, otherwise they may suffer. Yeah. Maybe if you would balance them, they wouldn't. The ancient elephants can also inspire friendly forces, adding another advantage. Okay. Arms for elephant, knife faction China, name ancient elephant, level 8. Skills, stomping, piercing, primal rhythm. Okay, primal rhythm. Normally I would assume it's some kind of traverse ability that lets you go faster. But here it says they can also inspire friendly forces. So I would assume this is some kind of AoE buff. Whether it is morale or attack or whatever. Hopefully it is not weapon damage, because holy shit, if it is weapon damage, that is so broken, so OP. Imagine if Primal Rhythm buffs weapon damage, and then piercing is a strike. That is the best dueling elephant, period, essentially. Well, you still have Carthaginian elephants. Speaking of which, I wonder, Outportes has a higher melee weapon damage buff than any other Chinese ability. So in that regard, at least Carthaginian elephants would still win. I mean, Guan Yu has God of War that buffs melee weapon damage, but that melee weapon damage buff is not as big as that Portas. That Portas does expire though. God of War doesn't. Lubu. Reckless Force. That buffs melee weapon damage by quite a lot, but isn't a long duration. Anything else? Liu Bei. Liu Bei has many vengeance on AoE, but it needs to be in a blob to actually give the full bonuses. Yeah, Lu Bu. Whirlwind obviously is out of question, but I wouldn't be surprised if the elephants could use Rage. Can elephants use Flying Column? I don't actually know, I don't remember. I think they can. Maybe not. I honestly don't remember, because, well, people just play Hannibal on elephants and Hazardable. Hazardable is not a popular choice for elephants. It works, but just not as good. Well, depending on the situation, obviously. There are situations where Hazardable is better than Hannibal. But let's not get into that. So yeah, I would imagine Lu Bu could probably be the best commander. Lu Bu, Guan Yu, Liu Bei potentially Dong Zhuo. Zhuge Liang obviously is a range commander, so... Well, you have a heal, so that's nice, but that's everything you have, so that's most likely not a good choice. Sun Ren, well, her, what is it, Deadly Precision? That would be good. It also increases melee armor piercing. A bit. Alright. Yeah, it does both melee and ranged. So yeah. But I don't know if armor piercing scales as well. And also the fact that the elephants can be slowed down. So they would ignore all kinds of slowing down with off-terrain and arrows being stuck in them. Speaking of which, Cao Cao has the same ability. So they can use one step ahead, also ignore all slows. Cao Cao also has an AoE buff and debuff, so you could use that for elephant deals. Wouldn't be as effective though. And he has a strike ability that works on knockdown enemies, but I would really doubt that this ability would be available on elephants. So those are my initial thoughts. Like, I literally just got the news, just like you did, and I'm trying to think like what kind of commander combos can be useful. So I'll probably make another video after this patch comes out, and then we will be able to actually see what's going on and which abilities you can use on elephants and which you cannot. Although I'll probably need to ask somebody to help me with this, because I'm not going to buy them. I don't have the gold, and I also don't have all the Chinese commanders. But maybe the tooltips will be added, but then again, they cannot be trusted anyway, because right now in the game, tooltip says one thing and in-game says other thing. Like, as already said, Green Dragon Strike, for example, available only on infantry, my ass. Anyway, so this is all the new content, just 2 new premium units, 2 elephants for China. Okay, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about that combination. User experience and learning system update. New recruitment task. The game now prepares a series of introductory daily tasks for new users to guide players for the first few battles. First user experience improvement. fine-tune the initial user experience. Added a prompt for the free experience value string in the hovering prompt box. Yeah, sure, that doesn't really do anything. Update the text of the tutorial loading screen. Yeah. Remove the existing tutorial target pop-up window and display it in the upper left corner of the screen instead. Wow, such a big change! Added game tips to show and explain the function of the learning panel after the player completes the initial tutorial. Sure, maybe people didn't know about it. Added a hovering prompt box in the consumable columns, which is similar in mechanism to skill hovering prompt box. Eh? As in it shows the stat it gives? It already does? Yeah. I don't know what that could mean. Anyway, the big thing here is, I guess, the new series of daily missions. But they didn't provide any details, so it's hard for me to comment on that. It could be cool or it could be pointless, depending on what kind of daily tasks they are. And I would say we will see about it, but I will not see them because I'm not a new player. So they will probably not show up for me. So any of you guys who decide to start playing after this update, you will need to tell me in the comments. And then maybe we'll know. Continuing on. Learning system improvement. Change the page signature of the learning function area. Tutorial was renamed control method, or like control training. A game mode was renamed tutorial. Okay. Increase the font and icon size. Okay, big improvement, yep. Reorganize and categorize tutorial articles, basic tips, mechanism, metagame, base mode, fight unit. In addition, a new tutorial article has been added to further explain the important basic concepts in the game. Mechanism, unit morale, attack the flanks, unit prototype buster. What the hell is this? Unit prototype buster. Is it maybe like unit types that counter each other, like rock, paper, scissors? Well, all I need to know is that Lonnie just crushes everybody. Status effect. Metagame. Currency, term account, remaining time, senior unit, faction technology tree. Problem fix. It is a singular fix, what the fuck? Fix an issue where players could not purchase commanders in discount promotions after using specific commanders' demo tokens. Yeah, that's a really nice bug to fix, I'll give you that. That is actually an important bug fix that would upset a lot of people, so that's good that you fixed it. But you know, there are many other bugs that are just as big and frustrating and actually gameplay related, like on the actual battlefield, that are waiting for you to fix them. And yeah. Also, there are no balance changes. Although you can argue that introducing a new unit type to a faction, albeit just in the premium variant, is a balance change, but you know, I will explain like actual balance changes, like some nerfs to Leonidas, for example. That would be nice. I think he had his time to shine, and now it's time to bring him back to an acceptable level of power. But then again, what do I know about the balance of the game, right? I am the guy who claims that archers are not overpowered, so I'm clearly just talking out of my ass whenever I open my mouth. So yeah, that's the video. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you want to help us bring the war arena back to the West, you already know what to do. And until then, I'll see you on Arena's Battlefields Commanders.